You hear her blaming the president. You heard Pete Buttigieg in the town hall last night blaming the president and congressional leaders for inaction, he said, on climate change. How do you respond?
Well, I'd remind Pete Buttigieg that the last time a climate-related bill went down, it was under the Democrat control. Harry Reid did not take, who was the Democrat leader of the Senate at the time, did not take up cap-and-trade legislation. So if there's blame to be assigned, of which I think there's not, but if there is, it's to his very own party. And the discussion about not listening to the scientists, that couldn't be further from the truth. I worked at EPA, where we regularly engaged with a range of scientists that have a diverse range of views on these issues. And trying to boil it down to some consensus talking point does a disservice to the American people and a disservice to the budding premise of understanding our climate and the system that's involved in it.
While you did see the candidates agree on so much on climate change and how to address it, and they all want to spend a lot of money, there were areas where they were deeply divisive. Nuclear energy was one of those areas. What did you take away from that hours-long town hall?
I thought it was very interesting on nuclear energy. That is the one source of zero-emission energy that can provide baseload, which will be especially important as they try to integrate more wind and solar that's intermittent, which means you have to have backup power if you want to maintain access for consumers to energy all the time. So nuclear energy, it's another area where the leaders who are against it, Warren and Bernie Sanders, are misinformed. They talked about waste as an issue. We've actually figured out how to effectively deal with waste, and there's not extensive amounts like they were talking.
It is a conversation.